Welcome back. The IFP in eThekwini says it's begun an investigation into allegations against its Ward 39 councillor, Sandile Gwala. Now, hostel dwellers in KwaMashu accuse the councillor of being behind the recent killing of suspected extortionists by police. They also claim to have been sidelined from work opportunities. Let's touch base with Newzroom Afrika's Phila Mthembu, who is tracking the story for us. So, Phila, good afternoon. A whole range of accusations being thrown at this ward councillor. Where do we begin in understanding what's happening there?
Good afternoon to you, Michelle. So it actually began in March this year when we saw and actually covered a story about 4 suspected extortionists that were shot and killed during a shootout, an alleged shootout with the police, and the community there, as well as the families of those alleged extortionists, did come out to actually dispute that the victims were in fact extortionists, and that this was a politically related killing. So they had now written to the IFP, because these are residents from KwaMashu. They had now written to the IFP to actually intervene in the matter, as they suspect the ward councillor of allegedly being behind these killings, and also other range of serious accusations. One also being that they feel sidelined whenever there are job opportunities in that community. So the reason why now we are here, we did engage the IFP. We actually spoke to the IFP's eThekwini chairperson, Mthembu, who did confirm that they are aware of these allegations and that they did receive a letter from the residents of KwaMashu calling for the removal of this councillor, but making it clear that it is a decision that they cannot just wake up in the next morning and take, and that there are certain processes that need to be followed in order for them to get to that particular point. And what he said to us is that as things stand now, there is no substantial evidence which has been brought forward implicating the councillor, and that they are now investigating the matter, as they are not taking these accusations lightly. So essentially he has asked for the community to, give them some time to investigate this. He has pleaded for calm with the community and had asked them not to continue staging such protests, but instead seek other better ways in terms of raising their concerns, and that it's now a matter of getting the police involved, as well as the party, the IFP. But he also did mention that it is an issue which they have now decided to escalate, and has asked on the KZN Police Commissioner to also intervene in this regard, because he did say that they are aware about some, a number of killings which have come out of that hostel in KwaMashu, and that, in order for families to find closure, now police would also have to play their part and investigate and get to the bottom of these killings, so that the families are able to actually find the closure that they deserve, and that the community members, as well as those who had protested at large, are able to find a common ground with them.
This reported exclusion from employment opportunities.
Absolutely, Michelle. So when we were there earlier on in the morning, they said that there is a project which has currently been underway there in KwaMashu, and that these, particular residents have now been sidelined and were not even given this opportunity to be a part of that particular project. And we did speak to Stelo, who actually raised these concerns and made them clear what is it that they are expecting and what is it that they are not happy about in that community. This is what he had to say. Take a listen.
Uma kukhona into eyenziwayo ngaphakathi eyumsebenzi noma eyukusiza umphakathi, labo baholi abasuke behola lokho baye bedutshule beshone ngaso sonke isikhathi. Ngicabanga ukuthi bazokhumbula abantu kunamalunga awu4 eCPF asanda kushona mhla ka20 March, okuyiwona agcine senza sisukume njengalendlela sesisukume ngayo ngoba sesilapha phambi komphakathi. Into esilindile njengamanje ke abasuke office le-IFP la eThekwini ukuthi bezosilethela impendulo yencwadi esayibhala sicela ukuthi besikhiphele ikhansela. Uma bengakwenzi lokho sicela befike sizobatshela ukuthi asisadingi la ngaphakathi seningasebenza khona e-office ingcono la ngaphakathi kuthina asisadingi.
And that is what they had to say, Michelle. And at this point now, they can only hope that the matter is going to be treated as a matter of urgency and that the intervention that they are hoping for is actually going to be seen, as they have now reached out to the IFP. The IFP did say that they've already engaged the councillor and asked him what he has got to say with these particular allegations that have been leveled against him. But there isn't much that they can say at this particular point as investigations are underway. And what we know is that the IFP officials have not yet addressed these community members. And the reason why they said they have not addressed them is because they do not want to tamper in any way with the investigations as they have already started being underway.
Right, Phila Mthembu is live to us there in Durban with the latest. Thanks very much indeed. Well, it is a busy week in Parliament this week, with budget votes and debates expected to dominate proceedings. As we heard from our reporter, Valen Kirtley, just earlier, today the National Council of Provinces will hold a hybrid plenary for the policy debate on Budget Vote 17, which focuses on higher education this afternoon. It kicks off at 2 o'clock. So it comes